Hello, you're watching Vnews Bulletin. I'm Bangor from Hanoi, and now the headlines as usual. Restoration efforts have to promote sustainable growth for fisheries sector. And tour bookings for upcoming holiday surge. Let's begin our bulletin with the most prominent events of the week from April 18 to 24th. A hybrid national conference was held on April 22nd on the implementation of Politburo's resolution on orientations to promote socio-economic development and ensure security and defense in the Mekong Delta to 2030 with a vision towards 2045. Addressing the event, Party General Secretary Nguyễn Phú Trọng required greater efforts to be made to have the Mekong Delta develop strongly in the near future. The party leader also advised the region to take the advantage of the support of the central government as well as the assistance of other localities in the country, especially Ho Chi Minh City and southeastern provinces, for more rapid and sustainable economic development. He added it's necessary to well implement the regional planning for the 2021 to 2030 period with a vision towards 2045 in a green, sustainable and comprehensive direction in line with the National Master Plan.
Speaker of the Indian Lok Sabha or Lower House, Om Birla, paid an official visit to Vietnam from April 19 to 21st at the invitation of National Assembly Chairman Vương Đình Huệ. During his stay, Om Birla held talks with Chairman Huệ. He paid courtesy calls to Party General Secretary Nguyễn Phú Trọng and President Nguyễn Xuân Phúc and met with Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính. During the meetings, the leaders agreed that the two nations should maintain delegation exchanges and meetings and jointly organize art and culture events in the capital cities to enhance mutual understanding on the occasion of the 50th anniversary of the diplomatic ties. Both sides consented to step up cooperation in the fields of trade and investment, economic recovery and sustainable development, science and technology, technology transfer and vaccine production, among others.
Vietnamese Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính and his Italian counterpart Mario Draghi expressed delight at the recent strides in the strategic partnership between two countries during their phone talks on April 20th. They noted with satisfaction that despite the COVID-19 pandemic, two-way trade reached $5.6 billion in 2021, up 20% from the previous year. Prime Minister Chính called on Italy to soon ratify the EU-Vietnam Investment Protection Agreement, recognize Vietnam's vaccine passports, and providing favorable conditions for Vietnamese goods in the Italian market. Agreeing with his counterpart on the proposals to further deepen the strategic partnership, Prime Minister Draghi pledged that the Italian government will push the Parliament's ratification of the agreement.
The Vietnam National Brand 2022 kicked off in Hanoi on April 20th with a forum held to call for overseas Vietnamese entrepreneur support for promoting Vietnamese goods and brands. According to a brand finance report, Vietnam's national brand value last year grew 21.6% from 2020 to $388 billion, sustaining the 33rd position in the global rankings. At the forum, participants discussed issues that attracted many companies' attention, including the national brand in relation to product and enterprise brands, international experience in national brand building, how to raise the stature of Vietnamese brands amidst the integration trend, and measures for helping firms overcome challenges.
Bilateral trade between Vietnam and Australia is growing strongly, reaching $1.38 billion in the first quarter of 2021, a surge of 32% against the same period last year, according to the General Department of Vietnam Customs. A sharp increase was seen in Vietnam's export of various agricultural and industrial products to Australia, including coffee, up 84%, aquatic products, 51%, and rubber, 41%. Notably, the shipments of iron and steel skyrocketed by more than 500% year-on-year. Australia is emerging as a supplier of much-needed materials for Vietnam such as coal, iron ore, metal, cotton, wheat, and cashew feed, which enable the latter to boost production. Last year, the two-way trade hit a record high of $12.4 billion, up over 49% year-on-year. The same year, the two countries finalized the signing of the Australia-Vietnam Enhanced Economic Engagement Strategy to support the ambition of becoming each other's top trade partner and doubling bilateral investment. Amid the strong growth of the fisheries sector, the preservation and restoration of fishery resources and the protection of biodiversity have become a focus of coastal localities. According to the Directorate of Fisheries under the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development, the Vietnamese fisheries sector has expanded greatly, with export revenue reaching nearly $9 billion per year. With joint efforts of the Directorate, localities and community, the restoration of fisheries resources has been on the right track. Fishermen and coastal communities' awareness of conserving and restoring fisheries resources and biodiversity protection has been improved. Efforts to regenerate fisheries resources and protect the environment will also contribute to enhancing the prestige of the sector and maximize its potentials and advantages, the Directorate stressed. It added that the protection and regeneration of resources will ensure harmony in the overall development of the fisheries sector as well as the livelihoods of the coastal community. Many farming households in Thanh Nguyen province have opened stores on e-commerce platforms and benefited greatly. Local authorities are now implementing solutions to increase the number of such households. For more than 2 years, COVID-19 resulted in production stalling at many agricultural enterprises, cooperatives, and farming households, with revenue falling as a result. However, at the Viet Cuong Vermicellar Cooperative in Thanh Nguyen province, the revenue reached $20 billion last year, double the figure in 2020. One of the main factors for the success was the cooperative putting its products on e-commerce platforms.
E-commerce has helped our farm produce sell very well. On an e-commerce platform, many more people get to know and buy our products.
Agricultural production households have received training in digital skills and so understand how to sell online and move towards digital transformation, contributing to developing the digital economy.
We work with the Provincial Farmers Association to help cooperatives create accounts on the e-commerce platform so they can exchange or buy and sell input and output materials.
In June 2021, the Ministry of Information and Communications began to implement the 1034 plan to support farmers putting agricultural products on e-commerce platforms.
Instead of selecting a number of key localities to implement the plan, this year the ministries will deploy it simultaneously in all 63 cities and provinces.
The Ministry of Information and Communications said it will have increased the number of farmers using e-commerce platforms in the coming time. As stronger demands during the National Liberation Day, April 30th, and the May Day, May the 1st, have surged, many travel firms announced that their outbound tours have been fully booked, while those for domestic destinations have also increased strongly. A representative from Saigon Tourist said during the holidays, the firm plans to serve 25,000 to 300,000 tourists. Meanwhile, their travel will provide services to more than 4,000 visitors. So far, its tours have been booked by 60%. Thanks to affordable prices, trips to Cambodia, Thailand, Singapore, and Dubai have drawn large crowds of visitors. Smaller travel firms also said that they have received bookings from 300 to 600 tourists for the 4-day holidays. Meanwhile, many new services and promotion programs have been launched in Ho Chi Minh City, including a helicopter tour. Earlier, during the 3-day holiday of Home King's commemoration in April, the tourism sector served about 3 million domestic travelers, according to the Vietnam National Administration of Tourism. Authorities in the central city of Da Nang have been working hard to fully tap the tourism potential of the Sơn Trà Peninsula, which has a forest ecosystem associated with the sea. The Sơn Trà Peninsula is located in Sơn Trà district, around 10 kilometers northwest of the downtown area. Covering a total area of 4,390 hectares, the peninsula boasts a primeval forest with a cool, fresh climate all year round. According to the Management Board of Sơn Trà Peninsula, the unit has developed various programs to serve the sightseeing and entertainment needs of visitors, such as diving tours to watch corals and go fishing at sea with local fishermen, wild animal observing tours, and sunset watching tours. An event themed Clean Up Sơn Trà for Green Sơn Trà has been organized with the involvement of volunteers, contributing to raising awareness and understanding about the ecosystem and popularizing the message of protecting Sơn Trà. The board has advised the Municipal Department of Tourism to approve a project on developing tourism products on the peninsula, contributing to promoting post-COVID-19 tourism-based economic development in the locality. Carving wooden sculptures is a special folk art of ethnic minority groups in the Central Highlands such as the Bana and Jarai. These are not just folk artifacts, but illustrations of a philosophy on life for the groups. Wood carvings in the Central Highlands can be found on staircases, roof beams, and the rooftops of steel houses, as well as at religious sites and even among household utensils. The most outstanding carvings are wooden statues around grave sites. These express the feelings and thoughts of relatives about the deceased and their view of life. Experienced artisans, mostly grandfathers and fathers, share carving techniques with their children and junior carvers.
The art of carving wooden sculptures has been passed down from generation to generation. We never abandon our traditional arts and continue to pursue them.
Not even village elders or researchers can say with any certainty when these statues first appeared. For generations, people in the Central Highlands have built graves surrounded by wooden statues to honor their dead.
Wooden statues are thought of by many as serving spiritual beliefs, especially funerals. However, in reality, wooden statues are used as decorative artworks to beautify the living environment in the villages.
The folk art of wood carving and the creativity of artisans have contributed to the unique beauty of ethnic minority groups in Gia Lai and enriched Vietnam's diverse culture. And that's wrap up our news bulletin. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.